Nowadays we have many movements in the world fighting for equality for women and men. And there are many women who want to be just exactly like men. They want not only those qualities but also character and the same rights, which is maybe not so bad, but in the end of the day they are not always happy.
Yeah.
So why these movements are happening?
I think because if you look at the history or if you look at the man and woman structure, man by nature he is more dominant, he is more powerful physically, and due to this physical dominance or physical power of the man, he has been dominating the woman for many centuries maybe or long time. So, this kind of like has generated a feeling of revolt in the females, I feel, and that is why she also wants to be like man, she wants to also compete with the man. So, one reason can be exploitation of women, I feel. Second, also there were like some movements in the 60s, there was this feminist movement where very strongly they promoted this idea that both sexes should be equal, and they actually inspired the females to go out of their houses and go and do some jobs and work, and even they inspired them to have like sexual freedom like the men they have for many years like that. So, this also led to this kind of like thought, because when this movement happened the females started thinking, yes, we can be like men. And of course, the capitalism and the consumerism of the modern age also was one reason for this. I can also say that, because when there are goods available and females want to buy them, so in order to buy, they will have to go to the husband and ask them for money, and maybe he is not providing them with money. So, they started maybe thinking, okay, I can go out and work myself. But in this process, what has happened, that the woman has lost contact with her own nature, and which has caused lot of frustration and unhappiness and depression to the woman, and that is what we see in the modern situation. Although we cannot say that female or woman is not successful, she is in some places she is more successful than men, but this has not made her really happy. She may have become successful, say she may have become very maybe famous or has attained that power, but she is not happy. This is what we see generally. So, I think these are the reasons for why women is just trying to be like men.
And how women are actually different from men? What are their differences? Because it is even said that men are from Mars and women are from Venus.
Well, yeah, this is true. Just even if you look at their physical features, they are different. They don't look same. So, we have to accept this fact. If we really go more deeper to understand, women is more emotional, man is more rational. Women, they have this nature of nurturing, caring for others, while man has more competitive nature. He likes to go out and compete or work and do some work. And also, if we see even from a young age, you can see like a boy is maybe more into sports and competitive activities like quiz and these things. A girl, you will see she loves to be doing some art, or she is creating something. So, this is a difference between their nature, it can be seen from the very beginning. So, this nature should be recognized, especially by we are talking about women. She should recognize her nature, and it is important that she remains in her nature. In Ayurveda, this is the philosophy of health and happiness, that everyone should remain in their nature, everyone should be situated in themselves. In fact, the word swastha in Ayurveda, it is a very nice word, swastha, which is translated as health and happiness. So, swastha means to be situated in yourself. So, for a woman to be happy and healthy, it is important that she recognizes her power, she recognizes her nature, and she lives in her nature. then she will be doing other things also. It's not that this means that she will not be able to do the regular jobs that she is doing. She can still do, she can still be doing all these professions, but she should be situated in her nature. This is what Ayurveda suggests.
We named our videos Women Shakti. So what is Shakti? Translated from Sanskrit, and where we find our real power?
Well, this name Shakti is a very popular name. It's quite often used in different contexts. The literal meaning of the word Shakti is power, but here we are calling it Women Shakti. And Women Shakti because the main power that woman has is the power to create. She is creating. Every man or woman is created from the woman. So she has this power of creation, and in the Indian context, if you try to understand this, the creation, the power of creation is also personified as a female. It is called the Maya, or the Prakriti is also sometimes we refer it to. And of course, in the Indian context, there is also goddess Durga, who is represented as Shakti. She is the power, she is the symbol of power, because she actually takes care of people who are devotees, and she just kills the demons. It's kind of like protecting. She is not only a creator, she is also a protector. So therefore, woman really has this power which is very specific. So that's why the name Woman Shakti, I think it's a nice name, and it justifies the power of the woman. And our goal through these videos is to educate women, to remind them who they are, and help them at various levels, whether it is their physical problems or their emotional problems or their menstrual problems. So we try to help them through these videos, so that they can be more happy and more healthy.
And also to use our power in a womanly way, not in a manly way, which happens very often nowadays.
Yeah, definitely. We have to understand, a woman has to understand that this power should be used in her own, being situated in her own nature. She must really understand what are her, especially feminine emotions, and these emotions are really wonderful. She can definitely take care of herself, she can take care of the family, she can take care of others, and that is when she really becomes like a womanly woman. And this is very, very important. If she is not situated in this, then she is going to just maybe imitate something else. And when we lose our identity, we cannot be happy. This is a very simple logic, and this is why so many people in the world, when they are not able to understand their real identity, they are not in the state of balance, and they suffer like anything.
I would like to ask, so what is the most important ingredient in woman's happiness?
So the most important ingredient for making a woman happy is love from the partner, loving her partner, loving the children, loving the family, and it is very, very important to make her happy. If she doesn't receive love from the partner, or if there is a problem in the family, then she is not really happy. Even if she is very successful, maybe she is very successful in profession, maybe she is very powerful, she is a leader or she is a president of some country, she could have all the powers and all the things in the world, but if she doesn't receive this love from the partner and love from the family and from the children, and this is a give and take thing, it's a both ways. She also enjoys giving love to the family, to the partner, to the surrounding environment. So this is, I think, is the most important ingredient for any female. If she wants to be happy, there has to be love in her life, and love here means real love, not this kind of like so-called physical love.
And she needs to have someone who she can give love and share love,
Yes.
not only receive.
Yeah, of course, she has to give, because that's her nature. That's the very nature of a female, that she can give love, That is why she is the creator, because when when a woman becomes pregnant, she keeps this womb, keeps the child in the womb for 9 months. So this is not an easy job, but she enjoys it. This is the beauty of the feminine nature, that she is kind of like, if you analyze it logically, rationally, it's a very suffering situation. 9 months you are like in that state, and then giving birth to a child it's very, very painful. Some places I have read that it's mentioned that it's like a second birth for the female. Anything can happen during when she gives birth. So it's very painful. It's very kind of like tough for the woman if you think logically, rationally. But she enjoys it, and she enjoys this so much that she wants to have another child, and she wants to become pregnant again. So this is the very nature of the female. She must really be in this nature, situated in this nature.
It is said that women are 9 times more sensitive than men. And from my side, I can really say that it's sometimes so difficult to live with all these emotions. What Ayurveda says, is there some way that we can help ourselves and not be controlled by those emotions?
Yes, definitely. First of all, it is very important that the woman has to recognize this fact that she is very sensitive, she is emotional. It is not bad. It's not bad to be sensitive, but when you don't recognize your emotions and then you don't pay attention to your emotions, or maybe you want to do something which is opposite to your nature, then it becomes a problem. So she is definitely sensitive and emotional, but this is her power, this is her Shakti, this is which the man doesn't have really. And men are of course more rational, but the problem appears when the emotions become more powerful in a female than the intelligence. So then it creates a lot of problem, because she becomes very emotional. Sometimes she is completely blind by emotions and she doesn't see the reality, and in this process she might be cheated by some person, or she may have some bad experience which gives a very bad traumatic experience, and that's why she suffers. So I think Ayurveda always talks about harmony and balance. So according to Ayurveda, of course she cannot give up her this very nature of being emotional, but she has intelligence. Every woman has intelligence, and so she has to make a combination of both. So being emotional, but also use some rationality, also use some kind of logic before taking any steps or any decisions. So that way there will be perfect balance, and that's what Ayurveda suggests. Ayurveda is a science of balance, and as long as we maintain balance in various aspects of the human system, we are in the state of health. When there is an imbalance, there is a problem.